I remember the first time she put us on. A few other women had considered us and tried taking us on a spin, but none of them decided to buy us. She slid me onto her left foot, followed by my mate on her right, sauntered to the edge of the aisle, spun abruptly, and her eyes flashed approval as she admired her legs in the mirror. She bought us and wore us out that very night. She knew how to wear us, too. Heels aren't for everyone. We change the way one walks. We enhance shapely calves, emphasize the butt, straighten up the spine, and make one thrust their chest out a bit when worn properly. And, of course, we add a bit of height. She never simply walked. She strode. She stalked. She prowled. Every step precise, deliberate. She was fierce, direct, confident. She was regal. When she wore us, we became an extension of her. Each move she made perfectly manipulating every resource at her disposal. Her clothing, the lighting, the temperature. In short, she was wonderful. It was like being a tool used by a master. Rembrandt's paintbrush, Wilde's pen. At rest in the closet, we discovered that she owned a great many fine things. We weren't the highest of her heels, but she rarely needed to resort to anything too high, and she, though it would have been a thing of beauty to witness, never wore stilettos. Sheer silk stockings or a perfectly painted toe peeking through our open fronts with bare legs, paired with a mid-thigh skirt, were all she needed to dominate the room, be it at work or out in the town. The entire wardrobe agreed. She was the perfect owner. There was an underlying fear that we all shared, however. Her daughter, a bitter and comparatively slovenly woman who lived under the same roof, would on occasion be encouraged by her to try and improve her image. At times, she would loan her various of us. They always came back with horror stories. The clothing didn't need to worry as much. She was a bit larger in size than her, and many things simply wouldn't fit her. However, they were close on shoe sizes. Shoes that were returned had been bent and scuffed, grimy on the bottoms, and complaining about being worn to dingy clubs and gatherings in filthy homes. It was tonight that that vile woman came to the closet and snatched us. Wearing no stockings and having ragged nails, she shoved her feet into us, a tight fit that stretched our leather painfully, and she immediately pulled us off and bent us back and forth to loosen us up. Thrust back into service, we tried to adjust to her awkward gait as she shuffled around. The night consisted of sitting in a dark bar while her long skirt hid any help we could have provided her legs, had she bothered to utilize us properly. The floor was sticky, and she kicked her feet against the bar and the stool, leaving scuffs and scratches on us. Finally, the bar closed, and as she stumbled drunkenly with her friends, preparing to accompany them to one of their homes, while the vulgar thing staggered through the parking garage to her friend's car, she tripped going through the door, and in a childish fit of rage, she pulled me from her foot and began spouting some nonsense about the patriarchy trying to control her by forcing her to wear us. She then proceeded to tear my top half and my soul from me, discarding me to the ground to the cheering of her friends. What happened to the mate and the rest of me, I do not know. Overall, my existence was good. I was allowed to grace her foot for over a year, was a part of her arsenal. It allowed me to be a part of a living work of art as well as an audience to it. Lying here, with my soul ripped from me, I only hope that she'll miss me, and perhaps finally the fate of the others that I spent my time in the closet with may be changed, that she'll no longer allow her things to be used by her, someone as soulless as I now am.